What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I want to come at you guys with some confirmation about my Harpie Deck profile, because right now, as you currently can see, I have not built a Harpie Deck profile in about a couple of months. I did some retro versions, that's about it. And the reason why it's going to be a minute, and it's nothing against Harpies, because I love Harpies, everybody knows that. It's just that Harpies are not meta viable, and even at a casual level, there are so many issues that the Harpies have to deal with, especially considering right now, because we don't have a lot of utility of things to really help out. And I would love to give Harpies, the benefit of the doubt, but I feel like there's still a lot of things that building a Harpie deck in 2024 has been very, very mind-blowing. We don't have a lot of utility cards. We're watching other archetypes get major support, and even with that major support, in these one time here and there, it's still much of an issue to try to really build off of that. So, I recently saw a comment on my video a while back about a couple of things, and I wanted to address those couple of things, which was, one, if I'm asking for support, I'll ask for it, but if I'm not asking for it, please don't come in my comment section with like your paragraph of 15 different things, because that's not how I operate. If I ask for the support, I will ask for it. And mainly because if I ask for any type of support, I want it for the extra deck. I do not want it for the main deck, because I can easily deal with my issues for the main deck as best as I possibly can. It's just the extra deck has always given me an issue, because why? TCG does not have Samoric Bird of Sovereignty, but the OCG does. We have a lot of utility cards that we can take advantage of, but unfortunately, there's still issues with combos for the extra deck that just don't work out like I would like them to. And I've tried many extenders. I've tried I tried to fit in some of these board breakers, but things just don't really work for me. It just don't. So at a point, I'm just like, okay, I'll build something simple. I'll build something with some utility to it, and I'll build something that can easily, manifest this 100, some type of consistency, considering we kind of don't have a lot of that, and just go off of things from there. So when that occasionally happened, I was like, okay, well, I'm looking at the 2024 meta scene, even after the TCG's most recent Forbidden Limited list, and I'm just like, we don't have an Appaloosa, because obvious reasons. We don't have Samoric back. What really do we have to fall on? Because the Harpie engine only has Harpie's Featherstorm, and even then, that kind of has limitations to itself, because you have to draw into it. We don't have substantial draw power. We have to search for it, but even then, that's on limitations itself, because Harpies have to either use Hysteric Sign to go search for it, or we have to use cards like Trap Trick to do such, and even then, that limits us as well, because Trap Trick says you have to banish a copy of it in order to bring the copy of it to the board, and then that's the only trap you can use for the rest of the turn. So means you just have to chain stuff to it in order for it to be utilized. It's just, yeah. And the comment itself, because I don't have a copy of it, because like, I'm not about to respond to this, because I get these comments all the time, was, hey, like, first off, this is a video from like literally 2 months ago, so definitely things have changed. The other thing was, there's this whole lineup of, oh, well, now that we have 2 Tempests, you can use 2 Tempests, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, where have you been for the last couple months, or years, because Tempest has never been a useful utility monster for Harpie. You have to banish winged beast monsters to then bring wind monsters to bring this card out. When this card gets banished, its only utility is to bring a dragon to your hand, which, even if that's substantial to get Fearsome Fire to your hand, there's like 4 other Harpie cards that can do that. And you don't even want it in your hand at most points. You kind of want it already on the board. So, okay, that's cute. And then you're going to suggest to me the, what, 200, the 150, the $100 plus card that already is as strained as it is now, because most 100 plus cards have already, you know, hit that whole, this is too butt fucking expensive and we're not trying to deal with that right now type of situation. So it's just like, okay, here you go. This is a thing. And it's like, no one's about to sit here and shell out over $250 worth of cards just to, you know, get other cards. I'm sorry, that's not a word. And what is it? Molcharmy is the monster, the wind jellyfish. No, it's not even a jellyfish. It's like a little pixie thing. Because it's supposed to be like the other one, the one that looks like a jellyfish. Because that one's water, this one is wind. And I'm sure we're going to have one that's like earth or fire or light, and it's going to look like an angel. So it kind of just feeds on the purposes of, it's cute, yay, but also at points in time, just because a card comes out, it doesn't mean that it's good for every deck, and it doesn't mean that everyone's going to be shelling out $150+ for multiple copies of it, because unfortunately, guess what? Some of us ain't rocking $150+ to do that. You know, some of us got bills and stuff to pay. So unless you're gonna just verbally unless you're gonna physically hand me the card and be like, here you go, you can have a copy, you can have these 3 copies. No, thank you. And look, I already have to worry about reprints of other cards because Triple Track Threats has not been reprinted to a substantial amount, because look, it's still a $40 card. That means I'm spending about $120 to about $150 on a full set. That includes shipping and handling. Same thing, we're trying to get an SP Little Knight. Even if it's one copy of it, that's still like $40+ And a lot of people were still very upset because it's like, well, I guess we'll just wait for this card to get reprinted again, because it's the only way most of us are going to get that card, unless you have the money to spare for it. Because I watched many people literally rush. No, I didn't even see people rush to go buy the card. People were just like, oh, yeah, I just waited for the prices to drop so then I could pay for it. Because, well, you had the money to pay for it. Some of us are just not going to be paying the money for it. And that should never be a thing. But unfortunately, this is the thing in card games. Where, unfortunately, if you don't have the money to shell out for it, you have to use other cards to survive your combos or to survive other things. And that's where I literally have to tell people. It's like, thank you for the suggestion, but don't suggest to me $100+ cards or cards that are like $50+. Like, yeah, $50+ cards that if I need multiples of that one card, that's going to cost me more money than I'm willing to spend. Because, sorry, unlike some Yu-Gi-Oh players, I'm not willing to spend a whole bunch of money to do that just to amplify a deck. Because, trust me, I have seen that. I've been through it. It is not worth it. And especially with how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is itself, things rotate, and I'm tired of it. That already streamlines itself. Because thank God I'm not playing Magic, and thank God I'm not playing Pokemon, because I know about those rotations and those things. Just, yeah. So, like, yeah, I that is literally why I wanted to make this video, because it was just like, it was so many different things adding up. And I'm just like, sorry that, look, if you want to build this building, you go for it. But some of us can't afford all of these cards, dude. We just can't. I can't. Even though I have the Tempests, I'm not about to go pay about $300 for a set of cards. I'm not about to go buy a whole bunch of packs to get my hopes and dreams, you know, up and then get nothing out of it. Because what is it, Abyss Rising? No, Rage of the Abyss? Yeah, sorry. If majority of the stuff is stuff I'm not even playing myself, and even in most of the cards that I wanted from that set, which was Mimighoul stuff for the most part, is already cheap as it is, except for like the one spell and the one Exceed monster? Yeah, the one spell and the one Exceed monster, which even at that point is just like, those are going to be a substantial pickup on their own. So it's just like, alright. I guess we're at the part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where people come into my comment section and they want to just tell me how to build things. It's like, that's not how this works. Gotta tell y'all that just right now. So that's also part of the reason why I had to limit some things too. That and because I was getting spammed by bots. So that's another situation. But yeah, so this is basically just where I wanted to talk about in that portion of the video. The other portion of the video that I wanted to talk about is that right now I don't have essential combos that I would like to talk about. Most of my stuff is just comment and chat. So unless we get some new wing EV support that can really fluctuate things for the main deck, I kind of don't have anything. And if anything, I'm more so just asking for extra decks to play. Or just ideas for the extra deck, because that's pretty much what I'm looking for at that point. A main deck I can easily build and just have some type of combo to get to pieces. But it's once I go into my extra deck, because what, every deck in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes into its extra deck. Unless you're Philandery. And then with Philanderies or even Monarchs, hell, they don't really use their extra deck. They just use it to toss out cards so they can use other cards too. So, yeah. But for the most part, I'm just going to be sticking to things. If I manage to build a Harpie Deck Profile within, like, the next couple of days, just at least be happy that I made it. Please don't expect me to be dumping in, like, $1,500 cards and stuff. And, no, I don't run Tempest. I'm just going to be out there with that now. So, with that said, and with that and done, I am still going to be building some things. Now, if you have ideas for the extra deck, I'd rather have those ideas and leave them in the comment section. Because I do have a couple of rank 7s that I want to play around with. I do enjoy playing with a lot of the rank 4s. Substantial link monsters, if that's okay. But other than that, that's pretty much all I want the advice for. I don't need no advice for the main deck. I have that situation. That's my own situation. I can deal with that on my own. Just everything else I can't. And that's just the extra. So, I'm going to start rambling because I have to go. I have a couple of things I need to do. So I'm going to upload this as soon as possible. If you guys have any questions, common sense, leave them in the comment section. I can try to answer them as best as I can. Don't spam my comment section with, like, your essay of things, because those will get deleted. I'm just going to tell that now. And I will hopefully have some things coming up within the next couple of days. If not, I got some other things that I want to plan out too. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do, because it helps out with a lot of my content and how the channel itself progresses. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, because that helps me out tremendously. Hit the notification bell to be informed when I upload more content to the channel. My socials, they're in the description box below. And you guys, you know, if you guys like some more of my content, check out the previous videos and stuff. And until then, HPJ signing out. Take care.